windup and the pitch. Popped high in the air. Colabello is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting third,
number 44 will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Lopez is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense, but his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic, and some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch it.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles. Jose Bautista will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1. Yeah, not only does Bautista hit for power, he's very disciplined up there at the plate. He's really a tough out.
He's not going to go out of his zone very often. In 2015, he walked more than he struck out, and that's something that you just don't often see from a big home run guy.
Now foul tip, but Wieters is able to put the squeeze on it, and they get the strikeout here. Edwin Encarnacion will stride forth to take his first cuts now, and he's a long ball threat, of course, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Paredes ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Chris Colabello will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Paredes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Devin Travis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes in with an average of 265, 2 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Evan Gattis will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Oh, that one got the pitcher, and they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. Matt Wieters gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Right side and right into the shift. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away.
Batting 7th.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Curveball just misses, apparently, 1-0. hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Bautista ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. A nice aerial shot there of the Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Russell Martin will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, one away. Stepping in, Carlo Lopez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Very weakly on the ground. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So it's back to the top of the order now, and danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Paredes. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Jimmy Paredes strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Jimmy Paredes
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Paul Janisch will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you look at the numbers overall, and they're not good, and guess what he did yesterday? Not good. No hits.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Lopez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So a runner at first with one man gone, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And he was in complete control of that at bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 10.
Adam Jones
Adam
in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man. Kevin Pillar is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a looper to left. Gaddis is under it to put it away, and it's a quick one pitch out to begin the fourth. Josh Donaldson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jose Bautista will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 3-2 now. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
This one's flared out toward left. And Giannis will look up and put it away, and the inning is over. Blue Jays. Number 44 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Orioles, second baseman, number 44.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Lopez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
At the plate, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. But this will land foul shy of the wall. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Evan Gattis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Evan Gattis.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Matt Wieters stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors for the Orioles so far. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Edwin Encarnacion heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is drilled, but right into the shift. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Colabello. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
High and deep to straightaway right. Paredes going back, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
In now, Devin Travis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Jones, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So stepping in, Russell Martin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that swung on and fouled straight back. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More coming up. Jonathan Scope will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
To short. Tulowitzki gloves it. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
Now batting. Right fielder, Jimmy.
At the plate, Jimmy Paredes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he lays off for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Paredes is retired, 2 down now. Paul Janisch is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Travis. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Carlo Lopez will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Room for Wieters behind the plate. A quick out number 1. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial all-star, a gold glover, a silver slugger award winner. This guy can do it all when he's healthy.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. pulls this one in the air out to left. Gaddis has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Nope,
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Paredes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Manny Machado gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he'll lay off the fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the ball.
So with 1 away now, that'll bring in the dangerous Adam Jones. Tap foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
And you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Yeah, Jones has certainly been recognized as one of the game's more giving players and has tried to make an impact really everywhere he's been.
Well, I think it's followed him around his whole life. As a youth, he spent a lot of time at the Jackie Robinson YMCA in San Diego, and now he's partnered with the Central Maryland Y in recent years to kind of pay it forward. He's done a lot of baseball camp work, too.
Number 44 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. He's set. Here it comes. Chopped at the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Tulowitzki for 1. But 1's all they were ever gonna get, and the inning will continue.
First baseman, number 19.
Chris Davis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to Josh Donaldson will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Jose Bautista will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ballgame. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Edwin Encarnacion will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gaddis racing back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in... Chris Davis will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And a 3-0 count here to start the 7th has got to be a red flag.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Travis fields it cleanly and taken in out there for the first out.
The left fielder, number 11.
Evan Gaddis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
The catcher, number 32.
Matt Wieters will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he falls behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Designated hitter,
Jonathan Scope will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Ball 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hit to short. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Leading off the inning, Chris Colabello, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Huh. He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Gaddis. And that's the first out of the inning.
now batting, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Devin Travis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit on the ground to short. Giannis is up with it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Catcher number 55.
Russell Martin stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Carlo Lopez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shut. Steve Delabar is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Steve Delabar.
Jimmy Paredes will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Now a hard liner toward short. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Paul Giannis strides in, grounded out his last time through. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Out at play. Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Third baseman number 13.
Manny Machado strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Line to the right side. In is Batista, but this gets down a base hit.
The center fielder number 10.
Into the box now, Adam Jones. He singled his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Grounded to third. Donaldson's there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. After Brian Mattis will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. Troy Tulowitzki will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Tulowitzki. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Kevin Pillar will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And there's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Hit down the third base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Josh Donaldson will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Trying to hold the lead. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. On deck is Jose Bautista. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Jose Bautista will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
This is in the air out to right. Paredes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in. He flew out his last time up. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And that misses 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And another foul ball. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Baltimore Orioles. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Chris Tillman is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Alexi Ramirez heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. To short. Oh, and trouble there for Giannis. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ramirez running at first. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And Giannis will throw on to first, and there's one away. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. To short, hit hard. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
First baseman
Brett Wallace steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Hit hard to short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Yonhervis Solarte will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Tillman sets. First pitch on its way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this is a foul ball. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. Machado has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Padres lead it 1-0. James Shields will be the man on the mound for the Friars. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he was a bit wild. Ended up walking 4 guys. Hopefully he can find the strike zone, be a little better here in this one.
Manny Machado comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Liner towards second, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Batting second, center fielder, Adam Jones.
Adam Jones will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses ball one. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
They've had to fly cross-country here to start this road trip, so these will be a pretty telling next few series to see what this team's really made of.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Well, that's 2 batters and 2 hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. There's one. On to first, a double play. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. Right now, he's among the AL leaders in homers, so he's had the power stroke working all year. He'll definitely be a guy that the opposition will need to be careful with.
High pop-up. Calling for it, Wallace. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. It remains 1-0. Derek Norris will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he hasn't looked good over the course of the season, but he is hitting over .450 in his last 10 games.
Tillman's got his target. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Backhanded. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
Alex Dickerson will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
The 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Runners off for second. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Paredes is there, and he has it for the out. And with a quick breather here, let's check out the Orioles on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, Matty, it must be nice for a manager to be able to pencil in a guy like Manny Machado over there at third base. He won the Gold Glove in 2015. Great offensive player, but maybe even a better defensive player. He's got great instincts, an excellent arm, and very athletic at that position.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Melvin Upton Jr. stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Evan Gattis will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Evan Gattis.
Shields jumps ahead here with a good fastball for strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Matt Wieters waiting on deck. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Upton giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, guys, Alexi Ramirez, he's been a bit of an enigma. He's prone to having some mental lapses on defense, but he's also shown that he's capable of making some acrobatic plays. He's smooth as butter, turning double plays, and he always seems to make just the right pre-pitch adjustment.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Kemp sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 7.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Into the windup and the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Alexi Ramirez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Tillman into his motion. Here's the pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Gattis racing back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Second baseman,
Corey Spangenberg stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And if you want to contain his bat, this is what you have to do. Work ahead in the count against him all game long.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And Jimmy Paredes will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Jimmy Paredes.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
A shot down the first baseline. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Paul Janisch steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First offering on its way. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Upton, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ramirez is there for it. 2 gone. Adam Jones is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of the...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They trailed it. Brett Wallace is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Tillman gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed as Wallace becomes out number 1. Yonhervis Solarte stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit out towards second. He's right there. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Derek Norris steps into the box. First pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So they go down with number 44 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Off the 4th for the Orioles.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 44.
Right side. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
First baseman, number 19.
Chris Davis in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. At the plate, Evan Gattis. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Matt Wieters is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. One and one, here it comes. On the ground to the right side. And Wallace will step on first himself, and that'll end the inning. Orioles leave one. They're on the short end of a... Alex Dickerson heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
The designated hitter, Alex Dickerson.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
Well, the pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
That's a ball.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
The left fielder,
So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And you can see on the graphic his total for the year places him third best on the San Diego roster.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important part of this offense.
Wallace Sanford is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Liner toward right center, and that's in there, base hit. And now third base coach Glenn Hoffman's going to wave him on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Now at the plate, Melvin Upton Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound.
The shortstop,
Alexi Ramirez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Paredes is right there as he takes it for the second out. Corey Spangenberg will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Paredes is after it, and foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set?
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Jonathan Scope comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Hit to third. And the catch is made, one away.
Up next for the
So
Orioles.
another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the seats, 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Paul Janisch is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Paul Janisch.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings, and I'll tell you what.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Matt Kemp will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats.
Matt Kemp.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Brett Wallace is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Paredes on the move. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. To first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The catcher, number 3.
Derek Norris will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Out in front of it, strike 1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. 0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Good battle. Count remains full. Tillman's ready on his way with the 3-2. Tap foul at home plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Alex Dickerson steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Wallace Sanford will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Paredes. And the inning is over. The Padres get a... Manny Machado will stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Kemp, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Adam Jones will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
0-1.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
And, you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kemp moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Number 44 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Chopped in front of home plate. He's got to hurry. Throw on to Wallace will be in time, and there's out number 2. Chris Davis will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I think he's set up for that changeup again, Steve. Don't you?
I was thinking the same thing.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And you can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Hit hard to the right. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Swinging a high chopper. There is Solarte. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the... Melvin Upton Jr. is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Melvin Upton Jr.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive. Still 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Hot shot towards the hole. And that's in there, a base hit. So they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning. Alexi Ramirez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be all for Chris Tillman. Adrian Quezada is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Well, a lot of people talk about Alexi Ramirez's incredible rookie season, but 2014 was really a breakthrough year for him as well. He was named to his first All-Star game. He led all American League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, slugging, and extra base hits.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And in that 2014 All-Star game, teammate and Cuban countryman Jose Abreu was also named to the American League team. Pretty cool for both of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've really seen such a flood of Cuban players coming to the major leagues, but I still think it's a pretty tight-knit community for those guys. They're very proud of their baseball tradition, and I think for the most part, they like to see each other do well here in the States.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees, and you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Now batting.
Matt Kemp ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, we've seen these guys make their fair share of mistakes so far, and here's another. This one hurts even more because it costs them a run. That's just a simple catch behind the plate that needs to be made.
And that misses ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away. Brett Wallace will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at 3rd as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Yangervis Solarte will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from 2nd crosses the plate. It's 7-0. Derek Norris will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Here's Giannis for 1. Alex Dickerson gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
All even now, 2-2. 3 runs already home here. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Wallace Sanford gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Change up low, 2-0. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score. Melvin Upton Jr. steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Michael Givens will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Melvin Upton Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Melvin Upton Jr.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Machado is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side. Matt Wieters will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Shields sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Jonathan Scope will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Scope. 12 home runs for him now thus far, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball one. And with that last pitch, Shields up to 68 so far. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Into the box now, Paul Janisch. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And he is in there.
Third baseman, number 13.
Manny Machado will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Upton is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Adam Jones will stand in. He flew out his last time up. On his way to pitch number 75. Cut fastball inside, ball one.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Swing and a liner. But a foul ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Not much success for these guys through the first 6, but it appears they found the key to unlock their opponent here in the 7th.
Yeah, it's pretty common when you start getting into your third time around against a guy. They've got a much better idea of how to attack him, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Ready on 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at ball one. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one.
The left fielder,
Evan Gattis steps in now.
Gattis.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him.
The catcher, number 32.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And that's going to be all for James Shields. Carlos Villanueva trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Hit to first. He's got it. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 8th inning coming up. The Padres lead it 10-5. Alexi Ramirez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Paredes has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Ready now, Corey Spangenberg. He singled his last time up from the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Ground ball left side. Taken in by Machado. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Matt Kemp digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still lead it, though, 10-5. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Scope. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Hit down the third base line. Played on the backhand. And on 1 pitch, he's retired.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Paredes. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Paul Janisch will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Manny Machado will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's set. Now the pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to Wallace, and they get them both here. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Vance Worley come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. Ready once again, Yonhervis Solarte. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Able to make the play is Gaddis, and that's the first out. Stepping in, Derek Norris. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now third base coach Glenn Hoffman's going to wave him on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Alex Dickerson stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Jones is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. In now, Wallace Sanford. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selected now. You got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Adam Jones will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Upton is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the ninth. 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 44 will dig in now. Switch hitter batting left.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
First baseman, number 19.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And a high throw to first, but he's able to reach up and grab it, and this ball game is over.
Well, that's a good all-around performance. And, hey, look at it this way. They're 1-0 here to start the summer off as they get it started with a W.
And guys, the Padres got a great performance in the win tonight by the play of this man, Brett Wallace. Strike a pose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Padres win it 11-5.
Final line score for
Good night from Baltimore.
Victorious San Diego Padres. 11 runs, 15 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 5 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. The winning pitcher is James Shields. His record is now 8-5. The loss goes to Chris Tillman. He falls to 6-7. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes.